Hey, what's going on to all of you wonderful and amazing people? Bitch, I am back by popular motherfucking demand, bitch. Yes, the fuck I am. Let me get my shit set up here properly because y'all know bitches, girl, technical difficulties around this motherfucker. Okay, y'all know a bitch is still learning all this other type of shit. So I'm kind of discombobulated when it comes to this shit right here. So yeah, let me see what the fuck I can do. And why is it not pulling up my don't do me like this. Don't do me like this, girl. Not on today, YouTube. Okay. Not on some motherfucking day. Don't do a bitch like this. Okay, let me new window. Okay, we can do it like this. Bitch. What the fuck is up with this shit, y'all? Y'all just give me a motherfucking minute. Like I said, technical motherfucking difficulties. Give me a minute. Hey everybody, I'm gonna speak to y'all in a minute. Y'all know I gotta pull my shit up, girl. Gotta pull my shit up because they not letting me be great. All right, here we go. Hey, Naturally Coily. Hey, Shell, Tayana, Sincerely, Felicia, Brown, Bethany, Kiwi. Your name, girl. Hey, Tina Marie. How we living today, boo? Look, girl, bitch. We in danger, girl. We in motherfucking danger, bitch. Okay, we are in fucking danger. Thank you, Latoya. Hey, Rayel. Hey, Deidre. Hey, Dominique. For those of you that are watching this on the playback way back, just know I got to speak to my fam bam before we get started with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because, bitch, I be discombobulated and things. Hey, Jer. Hey, Anita. Hey, Dion. I do have a little bit of exciting news. Then again, I don't know if the shit is really exciting, if you would consider it to be exciting. But you guys know that I told you guys that I was doing the live shows and things because my life was extremely crazy as fuck. Well, my life is getting back to a little bit of normalcy, you know? So you guys will be getting more regular videos and things. You're still going to be getting live shows, but you're going to be getting more regular fucking videos. Okay, girl? Hey, Kendra, if I miss your name, I do apologize. Y'all know, bitch, a bitch is getting old. Okay, a bitch is getting old, so sometimes my eyeballs all fucked up and things. But yes, girl, I'm traveling to Canada from now on. Girl, Shanice, we all need to motherfucking move, bitch. Okay, we all need to move. They even have billboards up now of real estate agents who are they're of course making being sarcastic, but they're offering to sell people's houses who are planning on moving to Canada because of this whole little situation that we're in. Now, we will be talking about the debate tonight. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. ThickChickVlogs is not a political person, okay? ThickChickVlogs is in no shape, form, nor fashion a political person. So I just can't sit there and just tell y'all, oh, okay, this is what they meant when they was talking about this. This is what they meant when they was talking about that. I can't even give y'all a whole synopsis on half of the motherfucking shit that they was talking about, to be completely honest with you. But I can tell y'all bullshit when I see bullshit. I can tell you bullshit when I hear bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Am I fucking frozen? Please don't tell me that I'm fucking frozen, because it's looking like it's froze on my fucking end. And I don't need this bullshit here, okay? I don't need this motherfucking bullshit on today. So let me try to redo this, okay? I need to redo it over here too. Okay, I'm good. So if your shit is swirling around, restart your screen because YouTube is on that bullshit. Okay, YouTube's on that bullshit. At least they was on that bullshit on my end. But any motherfucking hoozle. I did catch the debate. I did fall asleep on the shit. I low-key forgot that the debate was on last night. But my cousin, she's into all that shit. So she sent me a message about, I don't know, it was probably about 8 o'clock last night. But I was knocked the fuck out because, like I said, bitch, I'm old as fuck, okay? So she sent me a message. She was like, the debate is on. I'm like, bitch, I'm shit. It's damn near 9 o'clock, okay? It's damn near 9 o'clock, so I done missed half of the shit. But I ended up catching the last half, and I did end up DVRing it when it came back on at midnight. So I did get to catch it at midnight, okay? Now, what I will say is, family, we are fucked up the asshole without any fucking lubrication. We have now, don't get me wrong, you know, and I am going to speak on this as well. Shout out to Funky Dineva. For those of you that don't watch Funky Dineva's channel, I will encourage you to go over and watch Funky Dineva's latest video. I thought the shit was very funny. Basically, everybody who is not a registered voter right now needs to go out and register to vote. I don't give a fuck if you feel like the people that we have running for president right now, both of them are full of shit. You need to register your funky ass to fucking vote. Now, what I also will say is that you definitely don't carry your stinking. I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for and who not to vote for. But if you are one of those people who are like, I'm going to the polls because I don't want to vote for Hillary or Donald Trump. I'm going to vote for Jill Stein. Stay your motherfucking ass at home, okay? And let me explain why you need to stay your motherfucking ass at home if you plan on voting for Jill Stein or whatever the fuck her name is. Numero fucking uno. She has no chance in fucking hell. You know what you're going to do if you decide to carry your ass to the polls to vote for Jill Stein? You know what's going to happen? Number one, you're going to be backing up the fucking line. It's already going to be a gazillion motherfuckers out there, okay? They're expecting the turnout for this election to be more than the turnout was for President Barack Obama. So if you plan on carrying your funky ass to the polls to vote for Jill Stein, matter of fact, don't stay your ass at home. But why is you wasting folks' fucking time, okay? Why is you backing up the motherfucking line for that fucking... Girl, that's pointless. That's a pointless ass fucking vote. Again, I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for, but the woman ain't got a motherfucking chance in hell, okay? She has absolutely no experience, so why would you even waste your fucking time going up there to vote for that fucking shit? I just don't get it, okay? I just don't get the motherfucking shit. So like I said, you're going to sit your ass there and you're going to be backing up the line for a motherfucker who's going to cast a legitimate fucking vote. But do what you do, you know, you still have the right to voice make your voice be known. So if you decide that you want to vote for Jill Stein, that is your prerogative. You can definitely do that. But at the end of the day, you're going to be backing up the motherfucking line because she ain't got no motherfucking chance in here. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying, bitch, I need to take a sip of my motherfucking water. Woo! Bitch, we going to get back into this shit, but hold on. Story time, bitch. Story motherfucking time. Y'all know. I'm sorry, I was chewing some ice, bitch. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you guys know how I used to complain about my motherfucking neighbors over here through this motherfucking wall, bitch. Guess what? Okay, them motherfuckers done dipped out on their motherfucking lease, bitch. Okay, let me give y'all a little bit of scoop. I know this is, you know, it's kind of unprofessional for me to be spilling the motherfucking tea on somebody else. Bitch, I don't give a fuck, okay? Them motherfuckers made my life a living fucking hell for a little over a fucking year. So I can care less about spilling some tea on the motherfuckers. And it's unintentional fucking tea, but it's tea none the motherfucking less, okay, bitch? Okay, let me tell y'all a little bit of something. For the last 2 or 3 months, I haven't seen their cars out in the front yard or whatever, you know, in the parking lot. So, but I've been hearing that fucking dog over there barking. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, I ain't seen any cars over there. And I ain't, you know, I still hear that fucking dog and shit over there barking. But I'm like, is anybody there with the motherfucking dog? So at one point I told the juice man, I was like, juice man, I don't know if we need to fucking get in contact with the maintenance and shit or the office, because I hope, because they used to be arguing over that motherfucker every day, y'all. Every day. I told him, not that I'm on no snitch type of shit or nothing like that, but I said we might need to contact somebody, because I would have hate for one of them to kill the other one over there and got their motherfucking ass in the house, and I don't want to wait around till we start smelling some shit. So I was like, I think we need to talk to somebody. But that just so happened to that night, his car ended up pulling up out there, and I saw him get out the car with the kids and shit. But bitch, they was never there. I was thinking to myself, damn, they must got some type of prestigious ass job where they always gone and shit, and they still paying that so high ass rent over here. So 2 days ago, I've been seeing all of these damn painters and all this shit, the people pulling up the carpet and shit, bitch. I'm like, damn, they cleaning out the motherfucking apartment. But the gag was the maintenance man pulled his truck around back, and he was taking out couches and beds and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Did they evict him or did they dip out on the motherfucking lease? So to dine, bitch, this is where I got the fucking scoop, okay? So on dine, y'all remember I told y'all I bet there was some nasty motherfuckers over there, because number one, they had all them damn dogs and shit, and they had about 20 children living in that motherfucker, okay? Well, the maintenance man was outside, okay? So the juice man just, you know, having a casual conversation, he was like, you know, y'all, I see y'all cleaning out over here, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some scoop and things. So he asked the man, he's like, what's going on? He was like, yeah, somebody finna move. He was like, man, it was a disaster up in there. Man, it was a disaster. He said them motherfuckers had shit, looked like they had put all on the damn wall and whatever he tried to just explain the shit to Juice Man. He said they had left all their fucking furniture. He said the toilets was fucked up because I noticed when they was doing the renovations and shit, they had to pull both of the toilets out of the apartment. I'm like, damn, they fucked it up so bad, so they had to pull the whole fucking toilet out of the fucking apartment, bitch. Okay. So they had to pull the toilets out of the apartment. He said they had to repaint each and every one of the fucking walls. He said they had to redo the carpet from wall to wall. He said, yes, normally they repaint the walls and, you know, they'll clean the carpet. He said they had to rip out every fucking thing. They even had to put another stove in that motherfucker. Not only did they dip out on their lease, he said they dipped out on their lease. And he said then they had the nerve to come back after they had then took all the shit. The maintenance people had then took all the shit out of the apartment and took it to the dumpster because motherfucker, you didn't abandon motherfucking shit. He said they had the nerve to come back and say, oh, can we get our furniture? They was like, well, y'all furniture in the garbage can and the garbage can ain't here no more. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, girl, I'm just dealing with some ratchet motherfuckers over there. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying, okay, girl? I'm just happy. Them son bitches gone. Girl, I'm happy. Ain't no roaches then crawled out from over there in that motherfucker and then came over here. Okay? Because, girl, they was a hot, shitty ass mess. Don't get me fucked up. I think they had good intentions. Don't get me wrong. But number one, they had too many goddamn chillums and they was nasty as fuck. And then they had all them damn dogs and shit running around up in there. Okay? I'm just glad they're gone. It looked like the two people that are moving over there now, they look like two women that are probably in their, I'm going to say, late 40s, early 50s. So hopefully, I said I was going to go over and introduce myself tomorrow and let them know that I'm ThickChickVlogs on fucking YouTube. So if you hear me over this motherfucker talking loud and shit, don't call the po-po ho. I'm probably just doing a fucking video going off on some, you know, random ass celebrity or some shit on the video. So I'm probably going to go over and introduce myself tomorrow. But I don't plan on being in this motherfucker but for 3 more months. So we will fucking see. But that, I'm sorry, that was a little bit of story time because y'all know I just had to fill y'all in because y'all know I used to always complain about the motherfuckers next door. Just saying, I got some new neighbors. Bitch, it is what the fuck it is. Now let's move the fuck on to some more important motherfucking shit. Okay. Now, like I said, we're gonna get back into this debate shit, but because it was a whole lot of talking over each other and a whole lot of fucking lies and just, girl, we're going to get back into that shit in a second. But right quick, let's talk about, okay, because I do reviews. I do reviews on a Rob and China. Let's talk about this whole Rob and China shit really quickly. We're going to get back to the debate. But for those of you who follow the Rob and China saga, right now it is being said by TMZ. And like y'all know, I used to always, you know, give credit to TMZ because I felt like TMZ was one of the most credible sources when it came to celebrity gossip. But, you know, here recently I found out that TMZ was full of shit and they, you know, put out some fake phony ass shit just like the next motherfucking blog. But girl, it has been rumored that Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian have not been together for fucking months, okay? Apparently when Rob and Chyna was airing, which is the reality television show that I have been reviewing for the last 3 weeks, apparently the day before the show was to air, Rob and Chyna had met up from not seeing each other for the last couple of months. Yes, we see little snaps of them on Snapchat and shit, and people talk about that. Like people saying they broke up, but they always together on Snapchat. Bitch, that don't mean a motherfucking thing, okay? That's what you call motherfuckers who doing these fucking appearances for the show's sake. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck they call it. But apparently they haven't been around each other in the last couple of months. But the whole situation came about because Rob last night decided that he was going to blast his sister Kylie Jenner's phone number all over Twitter, all on Instagram, because he thought that they were being shady towards Blac Chyna by not inviting her to the baby shower. I guess he felt like, motherfucker, how the fuck are you not going to invite the person who pregnant with the baby? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you not going to invite the person pregnant with the baby? They were supposed to have 2 separate baby showers. Apparently, the reason why Blac Chyna wasn't invited because the family knew that Blac Chyna and Rob aren't together, and they thought it would be best if they had separate baby showers because of the, I guess, the feud and shit that they've been going through. But I guess Rob felt like this is still my baby mama. Y'all still gonna respect her. So he thought it was fucked up that they didn't invite her to the baby shower. but apparently Black China knew about the shit the whole time. It's just some old whack ass shit, family. The shit is crazy as fuck. I know y'all probably like, what the fuck is she talking about? Exactly. Exactly. It makes absolutely no fucking sense, okay? Makes no fucking sense. Has absolutely nothing to do with the price of tea in China, okay? The motherfuckers, apparently they not together. The Kardashians decided to throw Rob Kardashian his own baby shower without Black China being in attendance. Rob didn't like it. He thought they were being shady towards Black China, even though he's not with her right now. But apparently Black China knew about it the whole time, but she never told Rob because they're not together. That's what happens, okay, when you try to put up these fake, phony ass facades for people so you can get ratings and shit on your television show. That's what happens. The shit starts getting all discombobulated. So you had people who were sending Kylie Jenner text messages and shit all last night, people who were calling her phone. I'm pretty sure she didn't change her number by now, but yeah, people had they had a field day yesterday with the girl damn phone number, okay? Because people thought at first Rob was hacked, but come to find out he wasn't hacked. It was actually him that released Kylie's phone number on Instagram and Twitter and shit. But who really gives a fuck? But somebody wanted me to touch on that, so I thought I'd touch on it, okay? Next subject we're gonna talk about. Keith Scott down there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Keith Scott, okay? You guys know about Keith Scott, right? Hopefully you guys are still there. The motherfucking chat looked like it didn't froze. Hopefully you guys are still there. But you guys know about Keith Scott down there in Charlotte, North Carolina, that was shot and killed by the police. And there's a whole conspiracy that the police planted a gun on him after he was shot and killed by the police. Well, now they're trying to say, I mean, we all know that anytime a Black person gets killed at the hands of police, they like to dig up their police records and things, okay? They like to dig up their police records. Well, they're trying to say, which absolutely, again, has absolutely nothing to do with the price of tea in China. They're trying to say that last year, Keith Scott's wife actually filed a protection order against him, citing that he punched their child in the head and that he threatened to kill her. And he also some shit about he pulled a gun out on her and he threatened to kill her or some shit. But I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck does that have to do, okay? What the fuck does that have to do with you shooting and killing this man? The fact that she filed a protection order against him a year ago, even if that shit did happen, okay? What does that have to do with you killing him if it wasn't necessary? Absolutely nothing. And what I am happy about is the person, I cannot think of her name right now, but I'm pretty sure you guys can definitely Google it and find out. There is a young lady on Twitter who decided to pull up all of that Betty, whatever the fuck that chick name is, the one that shot and killed that man up there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She pulled up all her dirty fucking laundry, every piece of it. That chick, Betty, whatever the fuck her name is, and let's give a quick shout out to her fucking husband, the man who was up in the helicopter, who said, "Oh, he looks like a bad dude." How in the fuck can you determine if someone is a bad dude up in a motherfucking helicopter simply by just looking down and seeing that the color of his skin is black and seeing that he was a big guy? How in the fuck can you determine that he was a bad guy being up in a motherfucking helicopter? That's just the first clue that these motherfuckers automatically have an assumption about Black folk without even knowing any motherfucking thing about him. This dude said he looks like a bad dude. And what's even more fucked up about that whole situation with the I'm sorry that I'm not saying his name right now. It's so that's the problem. It's so many of them, you forget their names, not on purpose, but it's happening so much that you almost forget their names. And I do apologize for not saying his name because it just seems like it's happening every fucking day. So sometimes the names, they come and go. But the fact that she said when she approached him, because of course his vehicle had stalled in the middle of the street. And when Betty said she approached him, because she was actually going to another call, she was on her way to another call when she saw that he was actually broken down in the middle of the street. Now, what she said was his eyes looked really cold, looked like he was staring off into space. And she said he just looked spaced out. Now, let me say this, okay? Let me say this. And I'm not saying this to be funny, but in no shape, form, nor fashion am I saying this to be funny, okay? But the young man, I cannot, somebody please give me his name so I can actually say his name. The guy that got killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma, please give me his name so I can address him by name so I can say what I'm going to say right quick. These police act like they're scared of, exactly. I'm going to talk about that in a second as well. But somebody please give me the guy's name that got killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like I said, it's the shit is happening every fucking day to the point where I'm damn near forgetting their names because it's like an everyday fucking occurrence, and it's absolutely, it's ridiculous. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. What makes me mad is they were saying he had a bunch of warrants, and a lot of people have warrants. That don't mean you have to be killed. Exactly. Having warrants doesn't mean that you need to be killed in no shape, form, nor fashion. In no shape, form, nor fashion. His name is, let me get this, Terrence Crutcher. That is his name. Terrence Crutcher is his name. Well, the police officer, Betty, whatever the fuck her name is, like I said, we just gonna call her as Betty motherfucking Boot. She decided to, like I said, she said that his eyes looked like something was wrong with him. She said it looked like he was on some type of drug. It looked like he was staring into space. But let me tell you about Terrence Crutcher. And again, I'm not saying this to be funny. The man is cross-eyed. And like I said, I'm not saying this shit to be funny, but he's cross-eyed. His eyes are crossed. If you go and look at any of his pictures, if you go and look at the picture that he was on with his father, if you go and look at the picture that he was on with his sister, if you go and look at any of the pictures that the man is on, the picture that he's on when he's holding one of his children, the man is cross-eyed. So I guess by her walking up, the man walking up to her, I guess, he done broke down in the middle of the road. Of course, the police, typical protocol, police pull up behind you with their lights on if a car stalled in the road to prevent other cars from, hitting you and you in the middle of the fucking street stalls. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the guy probably was walking over to her. He was probably about to tell her, yeah, my car broke down in the middle of the road or whatever. And by him being cross-eyed, I guess that automatically motherfucking cued her. By her not knowing that shit, she probably was like, oh shit, he looked like he high on some type of motherfucking drug. Because I even showed the pictures of the juice man. He was like, oh yeah, I can see one of these, trigger happy ass police officers that's scared if you sneeze. I can see how somebody can look at him, already have pre-profiled him by him just being a black man. I can see how somebody can look at him and his eyes are crossed and assume that he's high on some type of drug. You know what I'm saying? It's what they call that they already profiled him, number one. Like I said, by him being cross-eyed and her not knowing that, she sure enough got fucking scared. But what I'm not understanding, okay? What I'm not understanding is where the fuck is the footage? Maybe I'm missing the shit. Maybe I'm missing the fucking shit, but somebody point me in the direction. I'm still looking for the footage, okay? I'm still looking for the footage of when they first approached Terrence Crutcher. I haven't seen the shit yet. Have y'all seen it? Have y'all seen it? Because I have not saw the footage of when she first pulled up to the scene, okay? When she first pulled up and when she claimed that she was giving him these commands to do all this. Hell, how the fuck do we know that they weren't telling him to walk over to his car and put his hands on top of the car? And of course, there has been analysis where they were saying, because of course they're saying that he was trying to put his hand inside of the car, like he was reaching for something. There has been analysis that are, the blood spatter analysis. They said there's no way in the hell that he could have been reaching inside of the car because number one, the window was up. And by judging by where the blood spatter was, that means when they shot him, the blood spattered on top of the window. Ain't no blood inside of the car because if the window was down, there would be some blood inside of the fucking car. So they automatically motherfucking lying, number one. But I'm still looking for, so anybody in this chat or if anybody that's going to be watching this on the playback way back, if you can leave it in the comment section, I have been looking for the video of when Betty first got to the scene and when she first approached Terrence Crutcher. I have yet to see that fucking footage. They said her body camera was broken. I am so sick of that fucking body camera being glitches and all this type of shit. They spending all this money on these body cameras and on these dash cams, but you mean to tell me the fuckers are fucking glitching like this? I call bullshit, because I just don't get how you don't have any footage of when you first approached the scene, but you do got footage of him walking towards the car. Hell, how do we know that you weren't? So neither one of the people that were on the scene had, neither one of them, their body cameras was working, because when they shot him, it was 3 people there. It was the guy who deployed his taser, it was this Betty bitch, and it was another dude. So was neither one of their cameras working at the time that they shot and killed this man? I'm confused, but I need to see that fucking footage of when she first got to that fucking scene. That's what I want to see. No, in North Carolina, you have to go to court to see it. Chantel, from my understanding, they said that once they released it to the family, it was up to the family as to whether or not they wanted to release it to the public. That was my understanding. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Terrence Crutcher or if it was Keith Scott's family who released the actual body cam footage to the public. I don't remember which one it was. But it's, like I said, it's so many of it's sad to the point where there are so many police shootings back to back that you forget these people's names. And that's some sad ass fucking shit. It honestly and truly is. Yeah, the Betty bitch. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it, because I don't know her last name, can care fucking less. The Betty bitch. And what's even more of a gag is that she turned herself into the police because they did charge her with manslaughter. And the reason why they said they charged her with manslaughter is because, well, they called it a quote unquote crime of passion. Basically, that she acted on impulse, and that is the reason why she shot and killed Terrence Crutcher. So they charged her with manslaughter, which, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I think it was probably the best thing to charge her with, simply because if they were to charge her, it's the first degree murder and the second degree murder, the shit is so fucking confusing at times. But you have to have, if they were going to charge her, I think the fact checkers, you can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, if they were to charge her with second degree murder, the prosecution would have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that she planned to kill. It was like a premeditated thing that she wanted to kill Terrence Crutcher. So, I think the first degree murder charge was probably the best charge in order for them to get a conviction. Like, I know we're happy at the fact that they've charged her with first degree murder, manslaughter, whatever, but I don't think we need to be fucking cheering until we get a conviction. Because think back to the Mike Brown situation, okay? Think back to that situation. People were like, oh, okay, they charged this person with this, and they get all happy and shit. Think back to the Freddie Gray situation. They're like, oh, they charged these cops, and people get all happy. But if it doesn't lead to a conviction, then it's still not a win, okay? It's still a slap in the fucking face, number one, of the family, and it's a slap in the face of the person that was gunned down and murdered. So, yes, it's a good thing that she was charged. But at the end of the day, we need a fucking conviction or the shit ain't no good. I ain't saying, I'm just fucking saying. Unless we get a conviction, they can shove that fucking charge up their ass. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Okay? Send her to jail and let her be someone, bitch. Tawan, child. Oh, speaking of being charged, that Betty bitch, because I can't think of her name, she actually turned herself into the police. And there was a person who, I guess, I don't know their exact title, but the person who works inside of the jail, the person that books people, it was a lady who actually spoke on the situation. Betty went into jail, and I'm going to give an example. Like I said, I don't know the exact time, but she was in there for 13 minutes. Just say she went in there at 1 o'clock. She was out of that motherfucker at 1:13. The lady that spoke on the whole situation, she was like, that just goes to show that's privilege like a motherfucker. Simply because she said she has never, as a matter of fact, she said Toya Wright, if I'm not mistaken, she said she was one of the people who was actually booking Toya Wright. They said, moving at a fast pace, you are lucky to be in and out of jail in 30 minutes. That's if the person's moving fast as fuck, okay? But the fact that she was in and out of that fucking jail in less than 13 fucking minutes says a fucking lot. Does it or does it motherfucking not? But I can almost guarantee you that she will never see the inside of a fucking jail cell. I can guarantee you that shit. And of course now they're trying to say that they found PCP in the man's car. And I'm still trying to understand what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What does him have, even if he did have PCP in the car, what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? That's what I want to know. Can somebody explain that shit to me? What does that have to do with anything? And of course, she said, to the person that said a taser, look, this is what she told her attorney. She told her attorney that she was actually intending on using her taser, but she accidentally shot him with her gun. She said she was actually trying to shoot him with the taser. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do you mistake a taser for a gun? Ain't that like completely different weight limits? Like, isn't the taser way lighter than your fucking pistol? I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. Can somebody help me out? I don't see how I can pick up my phone. Okay, pick up my fucking phone and mistake my phone for a fucking computer or some shit. Like, motherfucker, them two totally different things. Don't get me wrong. I understand it may be a little bit of a, the same type of shape, but bitch, ain't no way in the fucking hell you mistake your damn gun for your taser. That just goes to show that if you a scary motherfucker, because you got a lot of these cops that are fidgety than a motherfucker. They real fidgety, okay? They walking up on you, just on some okey doke ass shit, a damn routine traffic stop. They motherfucking hand on their goddamn trigger. I understand they have to be alert and they have to be cautious at all times. Don't get me fucked up. But you got some of these fucking folk who, if you fucking, they get up to your damn car window, you better not motherfucking sneeze. Bitch, you better hold that goddamn sneeze in, okay? Because if you sneeze, they're going to take that shit as being a threat, okay? They're going to take that shit as being a motherfucking threat and they're going to cap your ass, which is sad as fuck. That's some sad shit, family. It honestly and truly is some sad ass shit. And what's even more disgusting is when I go and I read some of the comments under these news stories, and I don't know about anybody else, but I try my best. I try my hardest, family, to stop reading the fucking comments underneath some of these news stories, because the people have no filter anymore. They're commenting nasty, hateful, racist things under their real profiles. And of course, a lot of these people are being reprimanded by their employers. Yes, they are. But you got some of them who really don't give a fuck. You have people who are police officers who are saying nasty ass shit. You have people who are in the military who are saying nasty ass shit. You have people who are nurses and lawyers and shit who are saying nasty, racist ass shit underneath some of these news stories and some of these like say these live streams. As a matter of fact, there was a live stream that was going on last week. I forgot the young lady's name. It was about the guy, the disabled man that got shot and killed while he was sitting in his car. His daughter went live and she was streaming live while the police were out there, and just reading some of the comments from people was so fucking disgusting, family. And to click on some of these people's profiles and to see the type of positions that some of these people hold, it's scary. The fact that you have some of these folks who can be nurses and doctors and shit, who can be caring for you or your loved ones, knowing damn well that they can just fucking care less about you simply because of the color of your fucking skin. I mean, a lot of these people were in the comments saying shit like, don't they got jobs to be at tomorrow? Oh, that's right. They don't have, black people don't have jobs, and saying shit like cut off the Section 8, cut off the food stamps, and I bet they'll go and sit down and stop hollering Black Lives Matter. I mean, it was so many nasty comments that I saw, family. I mean, it was just so disgusting to the point where I had to click it off, because I mean, it's hard for you to not say anything. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be one of those people back in the day who used to actually argue with some of them fucking bigoted, racist ass motherfuckers in the comment section of some of these news stories. But then I thought about it. What the fuck am I? What's the purpose? What's the point of me even wasting my fucking breath talking to some of these fucking biggies? Because they still, at the end of the day, they still gonna have the same beliefs that they had before I just, wasted my time and my energy typing on the keyboard to their ass. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I guess I'll just let Black Twitter handle their motherfucking ass. We know Black Twitter don't mind getting a motherfucker fired in a minute. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, be careful what the fuck you write on social media, because trust me, people are out there screenshotting that shit, and they have absolutely no problem with getting in touch with your employer and letting your employer know. So would you rather, okay, be a bigoted, nasty motherfucker for all of 10, 15 minutes on Facebook, or would you rather feed your fucking family? Which would you rather do? Is it more important for you to say that nasty, hateful ass shit that you got in your heart and write it on Facebook, or is it more important for you to feed your fucking family? Of course, you gotta weigh the pros and the motherfucking cons. So that is what the fuck that is right there, family. Y'all know I done got discombobulated and shit. I be all off motherfucking topic and shit. But let's move the fuck on to something else. Cause that shit be fucking it be fucking with me, family, for real. Simply just thinking of the fact that, number one, being a Black woman myself, and then having I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about anybody in my family or anybody that I know personally, friends or anything like that, just being brutally murdered by the cops just simply because they were scared. I mean, that's some fuck shit. To be honest with you, that's some fuck shit. And even if the police approach a person, a Black person, white person, Asian, Mexican, I don't give a fuck. Even if they do approach the person and the person does have a weapon, a gun in the car, or a gun on they person, who's to say that they aren't legally, they don't have the legal right to carry that weapon? Who's to say that they don't have the proper paperwork saying that they can conceal carry? Who's to say that shit? But of course, when you have people who are already afraid from the gate, already afraid from the fucking gate, that's where the problem arises from. They scared. And you cannot be a police officer and be scared. I'm just saying, don't get me fucked up. I totally understand how dangerous being a police officer is. I don't know firsthand because I'm not a cop. But I do have police officers that are in my family. So don't get me fucked up. I'm not one of them people that's just like, fuck the police. I would never say fuck the police, because at the end of the day, if somebody breaking your shit, who you gonna call? The motherfucking cops, okay? There are good cops out there just like there are bad police officers out there. As a matter of fact, here where I live, there was a guy who actually spoke out about discrimination in the workplace. I think he spoke out about some shit that the police officers were doing. I'm not sure if it had to do with the race issue. I have to do a little bit more research on it. But he spoke out about it. And you know what they did? They fired the fuck out of his ass. And that happens a lot, okay? If you open your mouth, if you go to running your fucking mouth when it comes to basically ratting out your fellow police officer, yeah, sometimes you got them there. They'll fucking fire your motherfucking ass, which is some sad ass fucking shit. That's some sad ass shit. Somebody asked what the topic is. Girl, we are all over the motherfucking place. Child, we are literally all over the place. But let me get off this subject right here, because the shit just, it gets me all discombobulated and things. Let's talk about dreadlocks in the workplace. Somebody wanted me to talk about that, the dreadlocks in the workplace. Well, it has been ruled that it is legal for employers to deny people with dreadlocks employment. And people were saying that, that's, people that's being racist, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I was actually watching, was it The View? I think it was The View that I was watching. But she broke it down very, very well, and I could understand. Do I think it's fucked up? Absolutely. 1,001%. I think it's fucked up that they are denying people work simply because they have dreadlocks. But let me explain what the lady said and the reason why it is legal. Because they feel like it is discrimination, okay? It is racial discrimination only if the situation cannot be changed. For instance, our skin color. That is something that cannot be changed. Or your gender, your gender. You being a woman or you being a man, or you being your sexual orientation. Those are things that they would consider to be discrimination from what the lawyer was explaining. So the courts deem it to be it's not illegal for them to discriminate against the hairstyle, because the hairstyle is something that could be changed. And they felt like dreadlocks were I guess they didn't feel like it was a proper groomed hair. It wasn't a properly groomed hairstyle deemed for that particular workplace or wherever this woman was trying to get a job at. And what the lawyer was also trying to explain, she was saying how that's just like, some men, they tell you that you can't come in there with your beard looking a certain type of way. You have to have a low cut beard. It has to be trimmed and all this type of stuff. And they were saying that that's kind of the same thing as the dreadlocks, which I still feel is complete and utter and total bullshit. Because hell, most of the people I see with dreadlocks, they're tamed, they're groomed, they look nice. It's nothing untamed about them. They were basically almost saying like having dreads is nasty or some shit, which I didn't understand. I can understand somebody having a big bushy ass fucking beard. I can understand that. But if a person's dreadlocks are groomed, etc., I can understand that. But I just didn't understand what the big deal was about the lady's dreadlocks. But the lawyer did explain how it was legal for them to do that. You can never really change your gender though. But she was explaining how it's legal for them to do that because, it's not racial, because it's something that you can change. But I still think it was stupid as fuck, to be completely honest with you, to be brutally honest. I think it's total and utter bullshit. But, I guess it's just one of those things that they're considering to be proper grooming. I don't know. I don't get the fucking shit. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of this shit is confusing as fuck to me, family. I don't get it, which is one of the main reasons why with the Lord's will, I will always work for my fucking self. What's up, M-Town boy? I'm sorry. I've been seeing you comment and I've been missing it because I was on them up. Y'all know when I get into my talking spells and shit, I be on one. Okay. I be on one. My fucking throat is hurting like a motherfucker. I hate that some places won't hire men with long hair. That's fucked up. Do they think it's unsanitary or something? Bethany, that's a good question. I don't really understand why they don't want people to work in certain environments with dreadlocks. I don't understand it. But they think it's not proper grooming. It doesn't look professional to them, which I think is bullshit. Marva, they on that bullshit. Family, I gotta go into one of my rabbit holes for a second. Meanwhile, if you're in here and you're new here, hit that fucking subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy these live shows, give this live stream a thumbs the fuck up if you enjoy the shit. But speaking of notifications, I do want to give a shout out to my sister from another Mr. Twink Dimple Do. She sent me a message today for some odd reason. I don't know what the fuck is up with YouTube, but for anybody that's in here, if you are one of those people who hasn't seen a video from your favorite YouTuber in a while, I will definitely encourage you to check your subscription. For some odd reason, number one, YouTube has been unsubscribing people from people's channels. They haven't been sending out people's notifications. I don't know what the fuck is up with YouTube. I know one thing, they don't want me to be motherfucking great, okay? But If you're one of those people who have not seen a video, like I said, from your favorite YouTuber, whoever that YouTuber may be, in a while, and you're thinking to yourself, damn, this person hasn't uploaded a video in a while, go and check that person's channel, because you may be unsubscribed to that person unbeknownst to you, because some type of fucking way YouTube has been glitching and they have been unsubscribing people from people's channels. I have had to resubscribe to some people 4 or 5 different times, and I hope they don't think I'm a fucking ditzy psycho or some shit, because they like, why the fuck do Thick Chick keep unsubscribing and resubscribing to me? Girl, it ain't me. Bitch, it ain't me, bitch. It's new to, bitch. Okay, bitch, it's new to, girl. So yes, just be aware that any YouTuber that you're subscribed to, if you haven't seen a video from them, just go over to their channel just to see, because you may be subscribed. You may be surprised that you're no longer subscribed to them. You may think to yourself, why in the fuck am I not no longer subscribed to this person? It's because YouTube glitched and they knock your subscription out. Because I don't know why the fuck they do the shit, but they do. Like I said, they don't want motherfuckers to be great, okay? Yeah, they own that fuck shit. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying, okay? Now, let's move on really quickly. We can talk about the Danville, Virginia hoods up situation. Yes, remind me in a second, Hurley. Remind me in a second. But Danville, Virginia, the whole hoods up situation. Well, someone in Danville, they took pictures of these police cars who had vehicles pulled over during these, normal traffic stops with their hoods up. And people were like, why in the fuck do they have their hoods up blocking the dash cam, which is dumb as fuck anyway, okay? Which is dumb as fuck anyway. Why in the fuck would you have your hood up when you're on a routine traffic stop? You never know what the fuck is about to pop off. Well, the police chief of Danville, let me give you the reason why they said that when they pull cars over, they open their hoods and the hoods block the dash cam. They said that some shit about the electrical wiring underneath the hood was actually melting because the car was running during the routine traffic stops. So they opened up the hood to get some ventilation in there to keep the wiring from melting. And I'm thinking to myself, what type of cheap ass fucking shit do y'all have that you around here gotta open up your every time you pull over a vehicle, you gotta open up your fucking hood to keep your electrical shit from melting? I'm like, who in the fuck would even waste time doing that fucking shit? And why would you spend all of this money on this electronic shit, the dash cams, the body cams? Why would you block the view of the dash cam because you claim that the electrical wiring was being melted or some shit by the heat from the car? It just didn't make no goddamn sense. Like, how does that conversation even come up? How do you brief your police officer before they go out into the field and tell them, okay, anytime you stop a car during a routine traffic stop, make sure you pop your hood and make sure that the hood is covering your fucking dash cam. If some shit pop off, your fucking dash cam is covered because you didn't open the fucking hood. That shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. Bitch, maybe it makes some sense to somebody else up in here, but that shit ain't make not now bit of sense to me. Like, where they do that shit at? Maybe y'all need to upgrade y'all shit if y'all if every time you pull somebody over, you gotta open the fucking hood and block the dash cam. That was a whack ass fucking excuse to me. But of course, ever since the controversy about this, the people posting it all on Facebook and it being shared thousands of times, they have decided to stop opening the fucking hood when they pulled over a car. I mean, it was family. They had pictures of a bunch of these cars with during routine traffic stops with they fucking hood up. Just didn't make no goddamn sense. That shit is, like I said, it's low-key hilarious. What's up, M-Town boy? Bitch, good and fucking well, Danville has enough money that they have vehicles for their officers. Girl, that's why I said the shit didn't even make no motherfucking sense. How's it, bitch? I'm trying to figure out who told him to come up with that shit. That y'all got to open the motherfucking hood to keep the electrical from melting. Bitch. So you just basically told us that your vehicle can't withstand no motherfucking high-speed traces and then your shit been melted all the way up, right? You know what? Naturally coily, there are some people who have dash cams in their car. Like regular people. Gotta protect yourself. Excuse me for being rude as fuck. Y'all know I don't give a damn, bitch. I'm crunching on ice and shit. Bitch, you better cut a hole in the roof. I'm telling you, like, what the fuck? You have 1-to-1? Girl, I'm eating ice. My fucking throat is dry as fuck. Thick Chick, you went to Chick-fil-A and didn't bring... Bitch, I'm addicted. Let me tell y'all something about Chick-fil-A. Girl, I'm addicted to them motherfucking Cobb salads at Chick-fil-A. Rabbit fucking hole. Them fucking Cobb salads. Them bitches high as fuck, but they is delish, okay? They got the fried roasted corn in there, the carrots, the cabbage. Of course, you got them leafy ass greens and that chicken and them Roma tomatoes. I don't really fuck with no tomato, but girl, I love them fucking Cobb salads from there. Every time I go there, I always get the Cobb salad and a fucking cup of ice. I gotta get me a cup of ice. I need to stop fucking with this ice. But bitch, I'm addicted to them Cobb salads at Chick-fil-A. Just saying. Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes. All right, girl. Y'all give me some more topics to talk about because I done ran through all of my shit. I've been on here for 51 minutes. I came on here kind of early because, bitch, I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting fucking old, okay? Have you talked about Trump already, Thick Chick? Girl, I talked about Trump kind of, sort of. Let's get back into the debate. Let's talk about, okay, and then we can talk about something else because, like I said, I'm not a political person, but I watch the shit and I can smell bullshit and I can see and hear bullshit when I see and hear it, okay? Donald Trump pretty much bounced and danced around all of the fucking questions that he was asked. What pissed me off was the question when what the fuck is this? Left the Hope, whatever the fuck his name is, and bitch, and I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck was he the whole night? He was just letting them do what the fuck they wanted to do. I understand that he was low-key letting Donald Trump just talk himself into an early motherfucking grave, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, why is he not taking control? They need to give these mediators fucking remote controls to turn off the participants' microphones whenever they go over their fucking time. Or anytime they try to talk over the other participant from doing their 2 minutes. Okay, that shit be pissing me the fuck off. But what I didn't like was when Lester Holt asked Donald Trump the question, or he asked both of them the question, of course, about what I don't want to misconstrue the question, but I'm going to kind of, paraphrase. He was basically asking them, what are they going to do about the relationships between the American people and the police, basically. And this motherfucker, he never did. African-American people, the American people, et cetera, and the police. This motherfucker bounced around that whole entire question. And this motherfucker went into the whole spiel about how many people being killed down there in Chicago. We need law and order. We need law and order. We need law and order. Never once giving us a fucking real answer as to what do you plan to do about the tension that is going on between African-American people and police officers. Like, what do you plan to do to try to, mediate that whole situation? This motherfucker, all he talked about was people walking down the street in Chicago and they just getting shot dead. Motherfucker, did that ask the fucking question? No, that didn't answer the fucking question. And also the whole stop and frisk situation. This motherfucker basically said that he want to bring back the whole stop and frisk situation, even though stop and frisk was deemed unconstitutional. They were actually just sitting there stopping and frisking motherfucker black folk, okay? Black folk, they were stopping and frisking black folk because they looked suspicious. That motherfucker, you automatically profiling the fuck out of me. And he, of course, he was all for the stop and frisk situation. This man, like I said, family, he is so blatantly racist and bigoted and just straight up, I don't give a motherfuck that is absolutely ridiculous. Even when Hillary Clinton brought up the fact that, number one, motherfucker, you don't pay no federal taxes. Matter of fact, Donald Trump hasn't paid federal taxes, if I'm not mistaken. The last time Donald Trump paid federal taxes was back in 1977, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, his response to that was, that means I'm a smart man. Like, what type of fuck shit is that, family? Of course, he's still going into my tax returns, they're being audited right now, and then I'm going to release them. Like Hillary said, he has absolutely no intention on releasing his tax returns. Absolutely no fucking reason. Yes, a lot of people like to scream out, Donald Trump is a good businessman. Donald Trump is a good businessman. Donald Trump is a good businessman. I keep hearing that shit over and over again. But we also fail to realize that Donald Trump went into bankruptcy. What was it? I think Hillary Clinton actually said 6 times last night. He said, no, it wasn't 6 times. It was actually 4. But of course, the fact checkers came during the debate, because we know fact checkers were all over that shit last night. And Hillary was right. He actually went into bankruptcy 6 fucking times. And if we also want to point out the obvious, Donald Trump last night, he was basically talking about himself the entire time, his investments and shit like that. Donald Trump is all about himself. He even said that if I don't make it to Pennsylvania Avenue by living in the White House, I'm going to make it to Pennsylvania Avenue another way, which means I'm going to have a bid. I think what the fuck was he talking about? Some type of post office or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but I'm just thinking to myself, Donald Trump the entire night, he was talking about his fucking self the entire time, his investments and how much fucking money he made. I mean, it's just absolutely nothing about helping the American people. Now, one thing that I do agree with that he said, and you guys can chime in on this one as well. One thing that I do agree with that he said was that he said politicians, all these fucking politicians, they talk a good game during election season. And once they are elected, they like, oh, well, I'll see you in the next 4 years. A lot of these motherfuckers do that shit. Now, that's one thing that I do agree with him on, okay? They talk a good fucking game when it's time for their ass to be elected. But after they get elected and after they get in office, they be like, hey, see you in the next 4 years when it's time for me to feed you some more bullshit so you can vote me in this motherfucker so I can fuck up some more shit, okay? You do have a lot of them that do. So I did agree with him on that instance. But the whole fucking debate, like I said, I'm really looking forward to. This one was a good one. Of course, Hillary won this one hands down. And the fact that he sat there and criticized her for actually preparing for the debate. Motherfucker, is that not what she's supposed to do? So you bought your motherfucking ass there and thought you were just going to cruise through the questions, motherfucker. You know, I mean, he was just on some other shit. Donald Trump in no shape, form, nor fashion is fit to be anybody's president of the United States. Number one, he has offended. Motherfucker, how are you going to go make deals with other countries that you have blatantly said offensive shit about? I mean, and absolutely made no apologies. How do you plan on working with any of these fucking countries? Maybe I'm confused. Can somebody help me out? And the fact that he has said so much nasty and hateful shit towards women, period. He even said himself that ain't no woman, okay, ain't no motherfucking woman finna be working with him in the White House. It's not as far as somebody being no vice president or no shit like that. He don't think women should be in any type of power. He even said talking about women's weight. As a matter of fact, he talked about Miss Universe or whatever the fuck he said. He was talking about how they made her do some type of exercise live on camera as what he called a joke because she had gained so much weight that it was the man is just blatantly disgusting. Just blatantly disgusting, has absolutely no filter. He is I don't even know how to describe him, family. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. He didn't call folks Miss Piggy. Of course, he said a lot of nasty shit about women. I'm not even gonna go into that whole debacle, but it's disgusting, family. What's the question, M-Town boy? Make him the butter in the White House. That's how he will get there. Even was it Miss Mexico? I don't remember. But anyway, he called whoever the chick is, he called her Miss Housekeeper. He didn't refer to her as Miss Mexico or whatever. She was Miss something, but she was Hispanic. And he called her Miss Housekeeper. What? Like, how is that funny? Why would you even make a joke out of something like that? Like his whole fucking existence is a fucking joke. But like the Juice Man, me and the Juice Man were talking earlier. The Juice Man honestly and truly thinks that Donald Trump ran for president and he did that shit to get publicity. He did it because he wanted to make more fucking money. The Juice Man doesn't think that Donald Trump thought that he would actually get this fucking far. He really didn't. The Juice Man did not think that Donald Trump really believed that he would get this far. He's probably saying to himself right now, I cannot believe that these motherfuckers actually gave me the Republican nomination to be the president of the United States. I bet he probably was saying that to himself. I think he did the shit for shits and fucking giggles. Like being the president, having the highest office in the fucking land is a fucking joke. And the fact that you have people out here who are seriously rooting for this man to be the next president and the family. I don't want nobody to sleep on this shit. You got some people who like, you know what? I ain't even got to waste my time going out there and, you know, voting for the president because I already know it's going to be a gang of people out there. My little one vote ain't going to count, family. Let me tell you. Don't think that way. Do not think that way. Like I said, do I think that Hillary Clinton has her fucking faults? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, I do. Do I think Hillary Clinton is a fucking liar? Yes, I fucking do. But at the end of the day, we have to weigh the pros and the cons of each one of these motherfuckers. At the end of the day, you got to pick one. And I know there are people out there who feel like, you know, some people out there who feel like I vote, you know, I ain't got to vote for shit. I don't believe in the whole voting thing. It don't really make a difference. You know, I know people out there. This is coming from Thick Chick. You can do what you want to do. You're an individual. But at the end of the day, please don't take this shit as a motherfucking game or joke. Make sure you are registered to fucking vote. It's easy as fuck. All you got to have is a picture identification, a picture ID, and a motherfucking address, okay? You can register to vote as long as you're over 18 or older. You can register to vote and go and cast your fucking vote. Please, I'm begging you, okay? This country is already going to be fucked. I know either way, but let me tell you, if Donald Trump becomes our next president of the United States, we're going to be in living hell. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We are going to be in living fucking hell. Don't believe me, just motherfucking watch. Don't get me fucked up. I'm covered by the motherfucking blood. Lord, good. Don't you use a curse word next to Jesus' name. I'm covered. Let me spank my mouth. My mama won't play that. Let me just say this. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, okay? I'm gonna get me a paintbrush and I'm gonna paint the front of my door red. I'm covered, okay? Because when it comes to election day, family, it's gonna be an all-out war on social media. Do you or do you not believe me? It's gonna be an all-out war on social media the day that they announce who our next president of the United States is. You're gonna have some mad motherfuckers. It's gonna be some mad son bitches on both ends of the spectrum. You got people who don't want Hillary to win. They feel like she's an evil motherfucker. And of course, you got people out there like myself who don't want Donald Trump to be the president. It's just watch your social media. Watch your social media. Here come election day. I ain't saying, I'm just fucking saying. M-Town Boy, and I'm not able to speak on that. M-Town Boy, am I missing your question? What did you say? Oh, you sent me an email. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that later. I can't check it right now. Cause child. If voting didn't make a difference or the minority votes didn't count, those in positions of power wouldn't have tried to prevent us from voting. Don't snap up, girl. Yeah, shout out to you, lovely True Red. That is 1,000% true. So for those people out there who feel like my vote ain't gonna mean shit, as Lovely True Red said, if voting didn't make a difference or the minority vote didn't count, those in positions of power wouldn't have tried to prevent us from voting. 1,000% true. Get your ass out there. Get your ass. Matter of fact, if you are one of them motherfucking people around here who don't go and vote, don't open your motherfucking mouth about shit. You shouldn't open your mouth about shit. You shouldn't complain about a damn thing. I understand if you go and vote and if the vote don't go your goddamn way, you might want to say a little bit of something. But if you don't go make your fucking voice heard, keep your fucking mouth closed. You ain't got no room to talk about shit. So unless you got your damn I voted sticker, don't say shit to me, okay? Don't say a motherfucking thing to me. I got pissed off the last time we voted because them motherfuckers ran out of I voted stickers. And I was mad as fuck. I don't know why I was mad. I was just mad, bitch. I wanted my motherfucking sticker, okay? Because that bitch, we done went through a lot, okay? We done went through a lot to get to this point. And I wanted my motherfucking I voted sticker. Because I have a little, I wouldn't call it a scrapbook, but I have a little book that I be putting my stickers and shit in, and I put the year above the fucking sticker. Where my fucking book at? Where my fucking... I don't know where my fucking book at, but I have a book where I put my stickers in and I put the dates above the fucking the stickers, bitch. And they didn't have no stickers. Girl, I was mad. How the fuck you run out of stickers, bitch? I was mad. But anywho, anybody have any more topics and shit? Because like I said, girl, that shit just irked my fucking, the whole debate thing just irked my fucking nerve. Don't get me fucked up. I did watch it. But I'm waiting for the real juicy shit. I'm waiting for the real juicy shit. We can change our system, but we don't want to revoke. That's the problem. Yes, we all deserve a sticker, bitch. Yeah. Hillary is bad, but not as bad as Trump. Exactly. That's why I say less of the two evils. I know some people disagree with me when I say that. But I feel like this motherfucker just gonna make your voice be heard. Just saying. Did you hear about the death of Arnold Palmer? I didn't. Then again, I think I did hear something about that on the Howard Stern show, but I wasn't really paying attention. Bethany, what changes do you think will happen when Trump gets elected? That's the thing. That's the scary part, Manson. That's the scary part. Donald Trump is so fucking unpredictable that it's ridiculous. There is absolutely no telling what that man might do. That's the part that's even more scary to me. That's the part that's even more scary to me. The fact that if he does get elected, what the fuck will happen? It's so much nasty and hateful ass shit that he has said to the point where I don't know what might happen or what I'm afraid that he might do. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, that's one of the reasons why and I'm not saying anything about people who are who receive government assistance or anything like that, but we know that he has said some very strong things in regards to people who are on government assistance, people who rely on, Section 8 vouchers, people who rely on food stamps and things like that. The man ain't for it. He don't want that motherfucking shit. So whether or not he'll just 100% cut the shit off, or whether or not he'll just cut it down to the point where you can't afford to feed your families, I don't know what's going to happen if he becomes elected. And that's the part that scares the fuck out of me. I don't know about nobody else, but it's scary to me. It's scary to see how many hateful people in the world, and especially racists. It's sad. And that's one thing I've never understood, why people have such a disdain and such a hatred for somebody simply because of the color of their skin. I never understood that shit. I never understood that, because somebody who is white could be right next to me and I would treat them no different than a person who is black right next. Because at the end of the day, you can cut me and the white person, you and the white person, you and the Mexican person, you and the Asian person, and guess what? The shit that's come out your body still gonna be red. We all gonna die. We all gonna be put in a goddamn box and put in the ground. We are all one people. We just have a different skin tone. I don't understand this stupid. This shit just dumb to me. We might have to move to Africa. Marva, for those of you motherfuckers who gonna be, you know, out there ain't gonna be voting and shit, don't be on the motherfucking boat and shit, screaming and shit, mad at fuck because you didn't carry your ass to the polls to cash your damn ballot, okay? Not just the police killing black men, but the motherfuckers out here that can't stand America is coming for show, child. Thick Chick, check out the View 9/27/16 President Debate Trump and Hillary full episode. Thank you, Girly G. I'm gonna check that out. Hey, Stacy. My ass would love to go back to Africa. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I'm tired as fuck. Family, somebody need to help me the fuck out. Somebody in here. The Juice Man is doing good, Bethany. Thank you so much for asking. He's doing better. He really is. His sugar has been in the ones the last couple of days. So something that you guys have suggested is definitely working. So thank you guys so much for that. Hey, Kateria. I know I'm fucking up your name. But what the fuck was I talking about? So I need to learn how to better manage my fucking time. Family, I could be putting out so many videos for y'all. I know y'all miss the videos. I could be putting out so many fucking videos for you guys. But family, my fucking time management skills have been fucking trash to the point where, and I haven't sleeping at night. I've never really had a problem with insomnia, but lately I haven't been able to sleep. Like I probably get 3 hours of fucking sleep at night, maybe 4 on a good night. And then I wake up and I'm extremely fucking tired. And then I have to work. Where the fuck do people live? It's starting to get cold as fuck somewhere. People are already emailing me about their damn, because y'all know it. Well, for those that don't know, I work from home and I do I generate leads for HVAC companies. And people are already emailing about fucking heaters and shit. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, it's hot as fuck down this motherfucker. The fuck y'all motherfuckers call talking about your goddamn heater ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit be confusing the fuck out of me. But anyway, I be doing that. And then, of course, I have to do my other job. And then I be thinking to myself, I'm neglecting the fuck out of my YouTube channel. But, of course, you know, my jobs come first. That's what my bread and butter is. So my jobs come first. But I be like, I'm neglecting the fuck out of YouTube. But I be so fucking tired. That's why I be like, family, I do not want to seem like I'm fucking making excuses for anything. But, bitch, I be so fucking tired. Like last week. The Juice Man's car broke down. As a matter of fact, his car is still fucked up. It's actually, I think the guy said he'll be through with it on Friday or something. But the Juice Man's car fucked up. So I've been having to take the Juice Man to work. I had to take my mom to another city last week to go to the doctor. Then I had to take her to another appointment the next day. On top of me still having to fucking work. And I was like, bitch, I'm so fucking tired. And I had to apologize because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm making excuses, but I be so fucking tired. Like even right now, my fucking eyeballs hurt. My eyeballs hurt so bad to the point where I'm just like, sometimes I just be rubbing my eyes and shit. Like this shit right here feels so good, family. That shit feels so motherfucking good. I don't know what the fuck going on, bitch. But my fucking eyeballs hurt like a motherfucker, girl. Sometimes I be feeling like I just want to sleep for 3 days fucking straight. I'm pretty sure I ain't the only person who done been there to the point where they feel like they just wanted to sleep for 3 days. But I need to find a better way to manage my time. I have horrible time management skills. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you so much, love. I'm glad y'all understand because, child, that's the thing too. One last time I went for my annual, they said my iron is good. It was normal levels. So I make sure I keep on top of that shit. Make sure I keep on top of that shit. But it's like my fucking eyeball feel like they about to pop out my motherfucking skull, dude. But family, I've been on this motherfucker over an hour. I want to get a fucking nap. I gotta take the Juice Man to work at damn near 10 o'clock, some shit like that. I want to get a motherfucking nap before I do that shit. Look for another video from me very, very soon. If you don't see, well, then again, you will see a video from me definitely on Thursday. You'll see 2 videos from me on Thursday because you'll definitely be getting my Empire review as well as something else. I don't know. I'm going to give y'all something else, babe. I'm going to give y'all something else. But a bitch needs some motherfucking sleep. I need to go take me a nap because I'm sleepy as fuck. I do appreciate those of you who have joined me on tonight. Y'all know I be rambling like a motherfucker. Bitch, we all fucked, okay? I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying. Make sure you are registered to fucking vote. I don't care who you are. Get out there and register to vote. Let your voice be heard. And I will see you guys, okay, in the next fucking live show, next video. Love y'all, family. Bye.